You're watching Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
Well, today is a very special day here at Local 5. We welcome back a friend and colleague. You have welcomed her into your homes for the past year, depending on her to cover the big stories and bring you critical information. Well, tonight, Local 5's Nora Reichardt wants you to meet the real Nora, her true self.
I love the Des Moines Metro. I've come to love Iowa. And I'm glad that I get to keep sharing how much I enjoy those things. My name is Nora J.S. Reichardt, and I am a transgender woman living in Des Moines and working for WOI Local 5. For a long time, I didn't think I would get to say that, at least not on air like this. I didn't know if there was a place and a space for me to do this sort of work that I've really come to love and enjoy, while also getting to be myself while I do it. Especially early on, it's hard to place that sense of wrongness. Like I'm just a person who's almost wearing my body, not a person who's living in it. In late high school, I started having some thoughts in that direction, but it was at a time growing up in a pretty rural area that I didn't even have the language to describe what I was feeling. I thought I was just depressed. I thought I was just anxious. And I've had those feelings almost as long as I can remember. A while after I started being on air, I kind of just reached a personal breaking point of like, why don't I like the person that I'm seeing every time I'm going out in the field?
It is hard to overstate the devastation that this community has seen.
Why don't I connect with that person? Why don't I want to be that person?
We'll keep you up to date here on Local 5.
I started counseling last September, so I've been in some degree going through this process for just about a year now. I've pursued a more medical intervention. I am on hormone replacement therapy. There was a decent span of time where everyone in my life functionally knew me as Nora, except for the viewers at home. Steph, many of us might not realize it, but hearing aid prices can be staggering. Feeling like I was splitting myself into two like that. It's very weird to approach like every day at work as if it's a dress-up day, but that's really what it felt like when I made this exact leap of telling the viewers at home everything is going to be different, that the little name under my headshot is going to look a little different now on air. And I wanted to personally feel as ready as possible to make that jump, because there are expectations that come with it. So today, really big day for me. I'm officially filing the paperwork to legally change my name. In the state of Iowa, you have to file a petition with name change with the local court, and that's what I've got here. Got everything printed out. My dead name and my hopefully soon to be permanent name after this. This is just my credit card information, so please don't get this in the shot. Continue there. Reviewing payment. Submission confirmation. There we go. When I stepped away from work, it's the last thing I had left on my to-do list to feel like I'd accomplished everything I wanted to while I was gone. So in many ways, this feels like an end and a welcome back. I'm very fortunate that I'm in a position where my coworkers and my employer want to support me in this.
Morning, Theo. Good to see you.
I had all of those support systems, and I had so much help in this process.
Yeah, we had Khalil and Larissa's story yesterday, kind of.
I texted them this morning to be like, hey, how did things go last night? No response yet.
Simon had that shooting info that he put in.
We're living in a time when there's so much misinformation floating around about people like me. I promise we're more interesting than bathrooms or sports or whatever. We're still living wonderful, fulfilling lives outside of that. I'm still very much the person I was before. I still know too many Spider-Man facts. I still play a little too many video games for my own good. I still enjoy reading at the coffee shops around Des Moines, which is where you can usually find me on my days off. None of that has changed. Especially for people who feel like they have a personal relationship with a trans person, it's understandable that it can feel like a loss. But the way I would ask people to reframe that is, you're getting someone better. You're getting someone that person is so much happier being. What really stuck with me is when my mom told me that she doesn't think she's ever seen me this happy. And I feel the same way. And to know that other people are seeing that too, especially my mom and dad, who I love so much, I can do anything as long as I still have that. I'm grateful to be here in Iowa, where I've felt very supported as I've gone through this process, and I'm excited to give people at home a closer view of what this sort of process looks like. At the end of the day, I am still the person that you've been seeing on TV for the last year or so. I'm just a little happier while I do it now. I just hope that I'm a positive part in people's lives, big or small. And as long as that can still stay true through all of this, the rest is noise.
Former Local 5 reporter Eva Anderson, now at KARE 11, our Minneapolis sister station, along with her photojournalist Mitchell Yale, shared this story with us. Nora has so much more to share. She and I talked extensively about this journey and her hopes for the transgender community. You can watch it all on We Are Iowa Plus and weareiowa.com.